Yeah, Juan, it's Robo the Rebel back with another video. Today's video, an idiot decides to take on the Port Authority cops, all while his lady and his daughter look on trying to get him to stop. But before we get to the video, even a smile is charity. So go ahead and give your brother Sadaka by like, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. So like I said, today's video, brother decides he wants to fight the Port Authority cops. Not sure why, but let's get into the video.
The next one of y'all motherfuckers that come on my 6 feet range, I'm motherfucking cooking. Now, let's see how this sounds. Now, what's up?
Not sure what happened before this,
The
but it
next
looks
one of y'all
like
motherfuckers that come this close, I'm fucking cooking you. Let's go.
Baby, let's go!
Let's go right now. Shut the fuck up.
Let's go!
I want to see right now.
Come on, Zyra.
6 feet. Come in my arm length.
You talk about it.
Come through. I'm a fucking pussy, motherfucking ass. And I promise you, my shit ring. Shut the fuck up.
1, 2, 3, hut, hut, hut. Baby, let's go!
okay, so let me pause the video here. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't even know where to begin on this one. Okay, so it appears to be I've counted at least 8 to 9 Port Authority police here, and this brother I don't know. I guess he still is a brother. I want to call him an idiot because this just makes no sense here. I just made a video not too long ago about um, brothers having better discernment in situations, learning when to disengage. This makes no sense here. You know, the brother's not going to win a fight with these Port Authority cops 2 on 1. Probably not even 1 on 1, honestly. He looks, honestly, he looks a little frail here. But it's at least 9. He's not going to win this fight. He's going to lose this battle 100 out of 100 times. And he doesn't have enough good sense that I'm guessing that must be his wife, girlfriend, something. And she's yelling to him, like, come on. And you see he has a daughter there, and the daughter's trying to get him to leave. And all this loud talking to the cops, I don't understand what is that about. I understand. I do understand. You know, he's afraid. That's a sign of fear when you do that. When you are overly loud, um, just talking loud for no reason, you know, cursing at the cops, swearing, challenging them to do something when clearly you're not going to win. So I don't know if this is an episode of some type of mental illness, or he's having some type of episode, or if this is a case of this is the behavior that he's seen all his life, that his mother or maybe aunts or sisters or whoever around him, that they've displayed this type of behavior before, and he thinks it works for him. This type of behavior does not work for men. When men do this kind of thing, you may receive violence back on the other end. When you're challenging another man down to your private parts, best be ready to knuckle up or be killed for that. Some brothers will kill you for that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's a possibility. When you invite someone to your privates, you invite someone to your penis like that. These cops are showing restraint. We always see the times that cops don't show restraint, and I'm not a cop fan. I'm always the one to saying, I don't like cops. You know, Unfortunately, they've garnered a reputation to where you just don't like them. I got homeboys who are cops. There's Muslims that I know are cops, and I tell them today, hey, I don't like cops. I don't like y'all dudes, man. Yeah, you may be different now when you're at the masjid, but when you go out here on the streets, you're gonna act a certain way, because we know it only takes 40 days for you to be around someone that you pick up their habits. You take on the character of your friends, and it takes 40 days. This is human behavior. We know this from, a hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that 40 days you're around people, and it's this been, if you're around a bunch of thieves, 40 days in you're gonna become a thief. This is why we talk about who you hang around. You hang around a bunch of gangbangers and thugs and so forth or whatever, you're gonna do that stuff. So cops generally, once they get in that system, I don't care who they are corrupted. Like I said, I have friends that I grew up with, high school, middle school, who became cops, and they act the same way. I've seen brothers who are Muslim that I've met, and they become cops and they act the same way. So I'm not a cop fan. But in this case, I don't know what's keeping these cops back from jumping on the guy, because, they could have cited him for disturbing the peace. They could have made up you're resisting. We've seen all this stuff play out before. So the brother is severely disadvantaged here. And let's say let's just say he's, Michael Jai White or somebody, who can take on these guys, and he could beat 4, 5, 6 of them. You know what I mean? By himself. You got your woman and your daughter there, man. Do you want your woman? Do you want your lady to see you get beat down or killed? Or even your daughter, even if you're winning the fight, your daughter just seeing you in a fight is going to be traumatic to her. His mind is not even clear enough to think, wait a minute, my daughter's here. If the child isn't his daughter, he's obviously with the woman, and he's been around the daughter, because we can see the daughter's trying to get him to stop as well and come on and leave. Brothers, we got to make better decisions, man. This is about manhood. It's not about being kids forever. We can't be grown kids out here. And this is what he's acting like. Even the daughter has more common sense to him, like, hey, let's leave. This is crazy. Let me continue with the video here. It got me so hot just looking at this, like, we got to make better decisions. This is, white supremacy exists. Well, again, I'm going to say it again. We will never defeat white supremacy without having discipline. An undisciplined army can never beat the enemy. How can that? It's not logical. So we got all these people, we got all these brothers out here not disciplined. How can we ever stand up against those when things really hit the fan? When it really hits the fan, when the ish hits the fan, if you have no discipline, you'll run from the battlefield. Look at this. He cursing at them, telling them to move back. They would leave if you leave. Look at this guy. He's at the airport. Look at it. He pulling away from the woman. And then I didn't even see there's a brother over there trying to tell him to bounce. He's not listening to that either. Everybody's telling him to do the bounce.
आपने देख लिया जो देखना
Sound like
मैं
some,
तो ना झगड़ा तो मैं उधर हो गई मैंने कहा अल्लाह ये क्या मॉली अगर हम लोग इसको उसकी बेटी को भी इन्वॉल्व कर रहे थे
that's definitely Hindu. Sound like Hindi or whatever that language is. Hindi or
उसको
Urdu.
शू करेगा
And then okay, hold on. I can't. He said something about he shoot. That's a threat on cops. They could have easily. This doesn't even make any sense. You got so many people trying to tell this brother, let's bounce, man. Leave. Go ahead, bro. Take it on. This is unbelievable, right? I can't even understand what would cause you to be that upset. Now, so if let's say one of the cops, and this is a hypothetical, if one grabbed him up and did something, it's not going to be all this talking. You're either going to get at it or you ain't. He grabbed you up, and he's roughing you up or whatever. You're either gonna just let him beat you down, or you're gonna fight back, and they're most likely gonna beat you down anyway. But it's not gonna be all this talking. So with this, just go ahead and leave. It is definitely at the airport here. So then what happens if you're banned from ever flying again? You're banned from going into the airport. It's federal. Airports consider federal territory. You get federal charges. You can't fly. It's all around nonsense. And then, like I said, I was commenting on the back. I guess the people recording this, they sound like the language that they were speaking. It sounded Hindi, which is, maybe an Indian language, or Urdu, which is like Pakistani. Or I don't. It doesn't sound like the Bangladeshi language. I'm not sure what that's called, but it doesn't sound like that. I've heard a lot of brothers speak that, but it sounds more like the Hindi. So yeah, I can only imagine what they were saying about this brother, and not that it matters what other people think about us, but they're sitting there witnessing this stuff, and you know, are they waiting for something to go down? I think about this kind of thing. It's like, are you waiting for this so you can have the hot clip of the day? Because they put it on TikTok. So, but anyway, hopefully this whatever transpired here, it doesn't keep this brother from flying. He made it home safe. He didn't get locked up, but chances are that type of thing is coming. He's probably been locked up before. You don't have that type of reaction and mentality to whatever caused that, that you're going to react that way, that you haven't done that before. But again, brothers, we got to use better discernment, man. We got to think about things. We got to be strategic in our movements. And this was a strategic fail. There's no way you're going to win that fight. You're going to lose. They're too organized. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't fight when you're outnumbered or outmanned or out organized, but in this regard, your woman and your child is there. Man, just go ahead and make it home. What happens if bullets start flying and then a stray hits your daughter? I mean, come on, man. You gotta, brothers gotta think better, man. And I see this on social media so many times that people say, "Oh, you're thinking too deeply about this." It's part of the problem with our race, man, with our community. And it's not a shot. I'm not digging on our community, because it's all we got, and we gotta try to make it better. But we have to start thinking deeply on things. We can't think surface level. We can't be one-dimensional thinkers. We got to be three-dimensional thinkers. Think about things from different aspects and different angles to make sure we're making the right decisions. So I'm not going to play the rest of the video. It looks like he's walking off finally, and it's probably just going to be more of the same. But these are lessons that we have to learn in manhood. This is boyhood here. Those are my final thoughts, brothers. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for viewing the videos. Ma salama ikhwan.